wanted to share a quick video with you today about how to cure strep throat without antibiotics. I've struggled with strep throat since I was little, and it was a vicious cycle. I would be over it, I would get it again, go on antibiotics, be over it, get it again, over and over and over. Since I've been an adult, I've only had it 3 times, I believe. And the first time I battled through it without anything, and it took about a week. If you don't know, strep will go away on its own between 3 and 7 days with or without antibiotics. Now the thing is, you are contagious during that time if you do not treat it with antibiotics. But I started doing some research on it around the second time that I got it, and I kicked it only using oregano oil, and it took about 2 days. Now oregano oil is one of the best herbs on the planet. I love this stuff. It cures everything from fungus to intestinal worms to bladder infections to everything. I love it. So this stuff is great. It is amazing, and the first time, within 2 days or so, it was gone. So that's one thing. Just always get the good stuff. This is from the health food store, Amazon, whatever. But that's great stuff. So that I did that the second time. Well, this time I read about another cure that I decided to try. I have Heirloom Garlic for a friend. A nice garlic in there. And probably any old garlic would work. I guess you could get even the stuff that's crushed from the store. I don't think it would be as good. This is garlic, heirloom, and organic hardneck is what it's called. So I actually ate about a full bowl and a half of this yesterday. So I smelled to high heaven. It will make you smell, and it's pretty nasty. It does not taste very good. And so what you do is you just, skin it, get all the skin off of it. Now, crushed garlic, I don't know if many of you know this, it is a natural antibiotic, and when you crush it, it releases a lot of the medicinal properties in it. So it's just great stuff. Like I said, it stinks. Another thing I was reading about is actually galacticod, that's how you say it. It is helpful for nursing moms if your baby likes the taste of garlic, which Kelly seemed to really, really like it yesterday. She was nursing a ton. So then she was also getting the benefits from the garlic as well, which is good because she's had a nasty cold that doesn't seem to want to go away. So it was good that she was getting the extra nutrients as well. There's those cloves. So I was up to about 3 or 4 cloves. I was desperate. I'm just going to do 2 in this one. Wonderful crushed garlic. Got a clove that snuck in there. Now, you mix into that. I started off with the raw honey, which this is good raw honey. This was just my health food store. I didn't want to wait on Amazon. This is actually from Sheridan, Illinois. It's my favorite raw honey. And it's also good since it's only an hour from us. It's good for us to take it because of allergies and things like that. But if you have Manuka honey, that's even better. This is raw Manuka honey. Now this is just from Walmart, but it was $22 for this tiny little thing. So it is very expensive. It is non-GMO raw Manuka honey. And then you just take about a teaspoon of that. I'm just gonna do a little so I don't waste it. Put that in there with that. And then you sprinkle on top, you sprinkle cayenne pepper. And this is really good for curing stuff in your throat as well. Get it off there. Alright, so then you've got this concoction. So that's what it's gonna kind of look like. This creamed honey garlic stuff. Okay? So then you just eat it. Have some water nearby because it's pretty spicy. So what I do is I just take a bite of it. Gone. Woo! That's spicy. Make your eyes water a little bit. So there's that. Yeah. And I will eat all that. You're supposed to realistically do about a teaspoon of this, so then just the rest of it about every hour. But like I said, I alternated that with the oil of oregano in capsules. I bought plastic capsules. I also did oil of oregano. Ooh, some just hit my throat. I also did oil of oregano warm gargling, and then I would swallow it. That was getting the infection. And then I rubbed mullein garlic oil all on my neck. I have swollen lymph nodes right here. Rubbed it all over, so basically I smelled like a bowl of garlic. I was very potent. And then it's also good. I picked this up today. I did not gargle with this, but I've heard good things about this. This is turmeric and honey. Whoa, did you see that? The bottom, it just popped open just from shaking it a little bit. This stuff is potent. I gargled with it when I got home and I was like, whoa, it made my eyes water. It is super, super, well, you saw the bottle popped up. It's like carbonated almost. It has the mother in there with it. It's like a bottle rocket, my goodness. So it's also good to gargle with and then swallow this. But on Sunday I came down with it. I had a fever. I had a headache. I had chills, body aches. My fever was over. It was about 102. And when I woke up with a sore throat, I knew, great, this is probably strep. I looked in the mirror on Monday morning at the back of my throat, and how you know it's strep and not just a sore throat or a cold is you have white spots in the back of your throat. And sure enough, I had like 5 or 6 big white spots on a very, very red, inflamed throat. Very swollen, inflamed throat. So I did this whole regimen yesterday. By the time it was about 8 o'clock, my fever broke, which was awesome because I hate running a fever. My fever broke yesterday, and then when I woke up this morning, I looked again at my throat. I only had 1 spot left. It was the biggest of the spots, and it had shrunk considerably. So almost all the spots are gone. The one is almost gone. No fever at all today. Just a very slight headache and a slight sore throat, which is why I'm continuing with this until it's fully gone. And then I might continue with the oregano oil just 2 or 3 times a day until the end of the week, kind of like you would with an antibiotic, just to make sure that it's kicked all the way. But this is amazing. Oh, I also did Himalayan pink salt. I dissolved this in warm water and I gargled with this as well. And that just helps soothe my throat, and it really, really helped. But I'm telling you, this stuff worked. Like I said, within 8 to 10 hours of doing it, of implementing it, my fever broke. Almost all the spots were gone this morning. I bet tomorrow morning when I wake up, I won't have any spots left. So, you know, if you're like me and you just kind of want to avoid the antibiotic route, this is the way to do it. And I've also heard that people with strep throat who use antibiotics over and over and over again, their body gets used to, as soon as they get strep throat, going right for the antibiotics. It gets used to having the antibiotic. This will help build your immunity. I mean, garlic, that's going to help build your immunity. And the apple cider vinegar, everything is going to help build your immunity. I will say that the oregano oil, be careful if you're solely nursing, because I have heard that oregano oil can cause a dip in your milk. So that is the only caution that I would throw. Also, if you're pregnant, I'm not sure about the use of this. But if you are not pregnant, and like with me, I'm only nursing, Kelly's on, solid foods now, so it's not that big of a deal. So it was fine. She nursed fine, even with all this garlic in my system. She seemed to like it, didn't seem to faze her. So, it worked out fine. But great cure. It totally works. Try it and let me know in the comments if it cures it for you. Thanks.